morning. Hi, Sue. Hi, Cami. Good morning. Good morning, friends.
We're invoking spirit of guidance, the wisdom, which is perennial. We get it from illumined beings, but it stays in the universe. It's an eternal reality.
teacher within, to the teacher without, to the all-pervading source of wisdom that's flowing like a living river, always present. And if you wouldn't mind going to gallery view, we could just start to hold that in our big circle, this living stream of wisdom, interconnecting all of life, manifesting through all of life, alive in our hearts. Wow, aren't we lucky to be alive? So simple. Alhamdulillah. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Gurudev, Gurudev Namo. We bow to each other. Gurudev, Gurudev Namo. Gurudev, Gurudev Namo. Gurudev, Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Hari Om Hari Om. Welcome to this moment of your very own life, this precious moment. Welcome to being here, being together, being, having this great privilege of being able to be part of a circle of prayer and practice. We are so lucky that we can do this with each other. So coming into the rhythm of your breath, letting yourself be here now. Feeling ourselves connected to earth, each one of us like a tree, like a human being planted in our own space, reaching to earth, touching our feet to earth, opening ourselves to connecting to all life, invoking the presence of our teachers and guides and beloveds who support and sustain us, those circle of beings, feeling the pulse of your heart, the flow of your breath, and opening ourselves to each other's presence. And we'll begin with the invocation. I'll say it first in English. Toward the One, the perfection of love, harmony, and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of guidance. And let's go to Shafia. Could you share in Slovakian? Thank you.
K jednému perfektnosť lásky, harmonie a krásy. Jediná bytosť, spojená so všetkými osvietenými dušami, ktoré tvoria stelesnenie majstra, ducha vedenia. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Let's see where we are here. Let's see.
Melanie in Italian.
Okay, Melanie, in Italian, please, if you would.
Buongiorno.
Verso l'uno, la perfezione dell'amor, l'armonia e la bellezza. L'essere unico, uniti a tutti gli animi illuminati che formano l'incarnazione del Maestro, lo spirito della guida.
Grazie.
Okay, how about Azu? Would you share in Spanish, please? Thank you.
Hacia el uno, la perfección del amor, la armonía y la belleza. El ser único, unido a todas las almas iluminadas que forman el cuerpo del Maestro, el espíritu de guía.
Thank you. And Gulistan in
По-русски, пожалуйста.
and following that, Latifa, you do it in a
Tatar.
Tatar, yeah? Okay or no? No, not today. Okay, next week. Just Russian now. Thank you.
Единому, к совершенству любви, гармонии и красоты, к единственно сущему, объединяясь со всеми просветленными душами, которые образуют воплощение мастера, путеводный дух.
Спасибо.
And then I think our last one will be with Prajna, and with me and Abraham together. If you can do that, Shakti, who is our noble host. Let's see if we're both on the screen. There we go. Yay. So let's all sign together. We're going to follow. We'll say the words, and we'll follow Prajna's signing. Okay. Toward the one, the perfection of love, harmony, and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of guidance. Thank you so much. Universal. It's a universal invocation.
Good morning, friends. We have been, Halim and I have been spending a lot of time in the last few days the community of Plum Village and the very, very deep and loving way that community has held the death of their teacher, Thich Nhat Hanh. It's such an example of Sangha, of the strength of the circle, of the strength of people practicing together and growing wisdom interconnected, all interconnected. So we have that blessing here too. It's been moving to hear them refer constantly to Sangha, and we are a Sangha here too because we practice together, and this is a communion, and we share this communion, and there's great value in this. So one of the elements of our communion is our breath, and the one breath that breathes us. So tune to that one breath, breathing all of us, breathing all of life, breathing every tree and every insect and every bird. One breath, breathing it all. And tuning particularly to the elements, we tune to the element of earth, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose, invoking healing for our bones, our skeletal system, for the gardens and the ground and the rocks and the stability of life, our stability. And tuning our breath to the element of water, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, tuning to our fluidity, our capacity to flow, the rivers, the lakes, our blood, our tears, all the fluids that hold and support life, the ocean of love. And tuning our breath to the element of fire, breathing in through the mouth, out through the nose, a rising breath, feeling the alchemy of transformation, of change, of our own becoming beings of light. Feel the sun in our heart radiating, magnetizing life around us through our own fire of love. And tuning to the air element, refined breath in through the mouth, out through the mouth, our capacity to be raised up, lifted up, our breath, our lungs, the wings of our heart. And the ether breath, the breath of stillness, breath that takes us in, the mystic breath, Breathing through nose and mouth and the skin of the whole body, but without motion. It's all inward. Invoking healing for our latifs, our light body. We can seal our practice with the prayer Nayaz. Let's go around the world with it. We start in Mexico. Azu, por favor.
Amado Dios Todopoderoso, a través de los rayos del sol, a través de las olas del viento, a través de la vida que todo lo impregna en el espacio, purifícanos, revivifícanos. Y te pido que sanes nuestros cuerpos, almas y corazones.
And we go to Russia with Gulistan and Latifa, Pajalista.
Возлюбленный Господь, всемогущий Бог, лучами солнца, волнами воздуха, всепроникающий в пространстве жизнью, очисти и оживи нас. И мы молим, исцели наши тела, сердца и души. Аминь.
English. Beloved Lord, Almighty God, through the rays of the sun, through the waves of the air, through the all-pervading life in space, purify and revivify us, and we pray, heal our body, heart, and soul. Amen.
You know, many years ago I took a, well, you don't know, many years ago I took a retreat at Lama in the little hut that's right next to Murshid Sam's Dargah. And it's right in the foothills of the Sierra Madres, is that right? Yeah, in New Mexico. Beautiful, high altitude place.
8,000 feet.
And I would do practice, and at that time the Dargah was a very simple mound of stones exposed to the sky, all the elements, and I would do my practices there. Well, I did practices a lot, but I did practice there, and would say, do the element breaths and then say this invocation, and I got this very loud booming voice in my ear saying body, heart, and soul. So usually this is the way it was given by Hazrat Inayat Khan was in the plural, our bodies, our hearts, and souls. But I'm really explaining the place where I say body, heart, and soul. The one big body, the one big heart, the one soul that interconnects all of us. So you say it the way that is right for yourself, you know. I thought I would share a poem from Thich Nhat Hanh. It's about breathing. It's called breathing. So I think the first thing is you breathe. You come into your own breath. It's really an invitation to a practice. Breathing in, I see myself as a flower. I am the freshness of a dewdrop. Breathing out, my eyes have become flowers. Please look at me. I am looking with the eyes of love. So let's do that as a practice together. We go on gallery view if you're comfortable doing that. Okay. All right. I'm going to say this is just the first part of this poem. Breathing in, I see myself as a flower. I am the freshness of a dewdrop. Breathing out, my eyes have become flowers. Please look at me. I am looking with the eyes of love. Darshan with a flower. The flowers of our own being, beingness. Breathing in, I am a mountain. Imperturbable.
Imperturbable.
Interperbable.
Imperturbable.
Takes two to make a mountain. Breathing in, I am a mountain.
Imperturbable.
Still, alive, vigorous. Breathing out, I feel solid. The waves of emotion will never carry me away. Feeling yourself as a mountain. Breathing in, I am still water. I reflect the sky faithfully. Look, I have the full moon within my heart. The refreshing moon of the Bodhisattva. Breathing out, I offer the perfect reflection of my mirror mind. Breathing in, I have become space without boundaries. I have no plans left. I have no luggage. Breathing out, I am the moon that is sailing through the sky of utmost emptiness. I am freedom. Amen. Amen. For the wazifa today, we'll do 2 Yahai, Yahayo, Yakayum. Yahayo, Yakayum. Yahai, O life. Yakayum, ever living, always happening, eternally present. Yahayo Ya
Ya
Kayum.
Ya Hayo Ya
Kayum.
Kayum.
So Murshid Sam gave beautiful mudra for this if you feel like doing it.
Ya
Hayo
Hayo Ya
Kayum.
Kayum.
Ya Hayo Ya Kayum.
Ya Hayo
Hayo
Ya Kayum.
Ya
Hayo Ya Kayum. Ya Hayo Ya Kayum. Ya Hayo Ya Kayum. Ya Hayo Ya Kayum. Ya Hayo Ya Kayum. Ya Hayo Ya Kayum. Ya Hayo Ya Kayum. Ya Hayo Ya Kayum. Ya Hayo Ya Kayum. Ya Hayo Ya Kayum. Ya Hayo Ya Kayum. Ya Hayo Ya Kayum.
On the breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Ya Hayo Ya Kayum.
Ya Hayo Ya Kayum. Ya Hayo Ya Kayum.
One more.
Ya Hayo Ya Kayum.
Sitting in this atmosphere of invocation, following your breath. Ya Hayo Ya Kayum. Amen.
This phrase Yahayu Ya Kayum was given our Sangha in 1971, in January, when our teacher, Murshid Samuel Lewis, died. And one of his teachers, Barkat Ali, told our Sangha, this is the practice to do, to realize that the life teachings of our teacher do not die with the end of his body, that the teachings find their way into the Sangha, into the community of those whose lives were touched and transformed by knowing the teacher. And this teaching has sustained our Sangha for 50 years, and we are quite a vibrant Sangha at this time on a little scale, in a sense. It is my prayer and hope that the extraordinary message and teaching of Thich Nhat Hanh, who brought his message to a very grand world stage. He was active. He's been active since it began in the public sphere back in the war against Vietnam, and his tremendous courage and clarity and beauty and peaceful approach to addressing the imbalances and injustices of the world has been the mark of his life, all his life. And as he is now in his, what they call beautiful continuation, that he's in a transition from the body, my prayer is that his teaching really takes root in the world consciousness, that his teaching of inner freedom, of love, of becoming a flower, of tuning to the interconnected nature of the whole of reality. I am you. You are me. Isn't it obvious that we are? And that's what he called one of his organizations, Inter-Are. We Inter-Are. You cultivate the flower in your being so that I may be beautiful. I transform my garbage so that you will not have to suffer. I support you. You support me. You are here on this earth to bring joy to my life. I am here on this earth to bring peace to your life. So I'd like us to invoke that that vision of endless freedom as we will sing the Heart Sutra. Gate parasamgate bodhi swaha, invoking the freedom that is the capacity of all awakened soul.
It's often translated as gone, gone, gone beyond, going way beyond to that place of awakened presence. He translated it as arriving, arriving. We are arriving. We're really arriving. There is no place to go except into the presence of interconnected reality. see all our beloveds, all those beings who have left this body.
Bodhi Swaha.
Present, welcoming, all in our heart, living in our heart. All those who come, all the future generations that haven't manifested yet in this body, we can see them also arriving. Welcome, encouraged. It's like we light the candle of our heart in welcome to all beings. Gate,
Gate, para gate, para samgate, bodhi swaha, gate, gate, para gate, para samgate, bodhi swaha, gate, gate, para gate, para samgate, bodhi swaha. And keep swahaing the bodhi on the breath. Welcome the bodhi, the knowledge, the wisdom, the freedom of the eternal. Swaha.
Out our window that I'm looking at, you can't quite see it, but is a tree. So here it snowed last night. We have everything is covered with a blanket of snow, crystal, and this tree is a maple tree, and it lost all its leaves in the fall. But if you look closely, it's full of these really tight little buds. All the sap has gone down to its roots to replenish. And when it warms up again, it will rise and all those little buds will open. Yeah, it's all happening now. Wherever you are. I know for you, Amrita, who's in Australia, it's summer. High summer. It's all flowering. Yeah. We have it all. It's all, if we were to travel around the world, we'd say it's all happening now. Everything you could imagine is happening now. And,
One life.
It is one life. And the wisdom of our own heart is big enough to hold it all now. Yeah.
Share some haiku.
We could. So thank you so much for sending in some haikus and poems and wisdom tidbits. If you don't mail it to me, I can't put it in the things that I send out.
But if you do mail it,
But if you
we
do
can.
mail it, I can.
It's an invitation.
Okay, so it's an invitation to you.
Shakti has been doing wonderful work in helping communicate through the internet, and we're starting to really communicate more as a sangha, and the resources of connection are really unfolding, and that's alhamdulillah. Thank you, Shakti.
So if you have a haiku that you would like to share, you're welcome to unmute yourself and say your name and where you are, so we have a sense of our circle, and go right ahead.
Any language is welcome.
Yeah.
I have something. It's Tirana in the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina. It's not a haiku, but it seems like it fits right into our the spirit of our meeting. The universe is a communion and a community. We ourselves are that communion, becoming conscious of itself. Thomas Berry.
Oh, could you share that again? That was so beautiful. One more time, Tirana.
Sure. The universe is a communion and a community. We ourselves are that communion, becoming conscious of itself.
Oh.
Thomas Berry.
Wow.
Thank you. Would you send it to me? I'll put it in our next
that's
time,
the theme
next
of the
reminder.
It's on its way.
Thank you, Tirana.
Okay.
Anybody else?
I have one. This is
Great.
Aimee in
Hi, Aimee.
New Lebanon, and this was just inspired by this morning. I am all I see. The snow gently drifting down, the bird in the tree.
Thank you. You might be living right next door to me. We have the same thing out our window. Thank you.
Good morning. This is Guru Nam from a chilly West Palm Beach, Florida this morning. So this haiku is, I think this was inspired by last week's meeting, actually. Mirror of the heart. Our job is to keep it clear so it reflects God.
Thank you.
Yeah. I transform my suffering, my garbage, so you do not have to suffer.
I have a poem I'd like to share.
Hi.
Hi.
Who is this?
This is Majid.
Hi, Majid.
Hi. So this is by Eric P. McCarty. This is how it's done. And as I was on the path the last 20 years with the Sufis, this one really hit home.
Okay.
It's called Just a Hint. Just a hint. I am as the cloth of some ancient desert tribe, dipped briefly into the dye of the infinite. Just a hint remains from where I have been. Just a hint as a promise of what I shall become. Just a hint until I am dipped once more and one day emerge the solid color of my soul.
Thank you, Majid.
Ameen, ameen.
This is from Thich Nhat Hanh. It's called Miracles. Around us, life bursts forth with miracles. A glass of water, a ray of sunshine, a leaf, a caterpillar, a flower, laughter, raindrops. If we live in awareness, it is easy to see miracles everywhere. Each human being is a multiplicity of miracles. Eyes that see thousands of colors, shapes, and forms, a flying bee or a thunderclap, a brain that ponders a speck of dust, as easily as the entire universe. A heartbeat that beats in rhythm with the heartbeat of all beings. When we are tired and feel discouraged by life's daily struggles, we may not notice these miracles, but they are always there.
Thank you, Amrita.
Beautiful. Thank you, Tay.
Anybody else for a closing haiku or poem?
Maybe let Dahlia sing the male things. She can.
Okay, we could do that.
Yeah.
So let's. So first of all, thank you, everybody, for the prayer together and practice together for being present.
It's the communion. It's this communion that grows community.
Yeah. And we are a community. We forget, but we are. And it's helpful to remember that Sangha is a living reality. And yeah. So let's dedicate. Abraham has this idea that, well, that would come last. So that's confusing for me.
Okay.
Let's Gulistan and Latifa, could you dedicate in Russian, please?
Да будут счастливы все, да будут все блаженны. Мир, мир, мир.
Спасибо.
Thank you. And Azu, could you do it in Spanish?
Por favor.
Por favor.
Que todos los seres estén bien. Que todos los seres sean felices. Paz. Paz. Paz.
Okay, we'll go to you, Dahlia. Okay? And you do share in English.
May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. Peace, peace, peace.
Thank you. So let's go on gallery view and we'll do these three pieces, wishing peace to each other, and on the third one, we'll all go on the breath and unmute if you like and sing it together. All right? So wishing each other peace, invoking peace in our hearts and for the world, and yeah, big world. Okay. Peace. Peace. And then on the breath, unmute if you like. Peace, deep peace to you all.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
Salam.
Yashakur, Yashakur, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you
Love you
so
all.
much.
Love you all.
Hi, Lalo Akbar.